Hey guys, I'm at the beach. I'm trying to see how to turn this camera. Okay, great. So while I'm sitting here waiting on my friend to come, I thought that I would do a video. It's the second half of the year. I just realized that while I'm sitting here. Hey Lisa. Uh, Second half of the year. Hey Stephanie. Thank you. You're beautiful too. So what I thought about was, okay, I got a call coming in. Can't answer it right now. Sorry, guys. Okay, so it's the second half of the year. And what came to me was, we're at halftime. Where are you in the game? When I say the game, I mean, where are you in your life? Where are you in the plan that you had for your life for this year? Are you on schedule? Are you ahead of time? Are you behind? Where exactly are you in the game? Just think about it. Think about a sports game. There's the first half, then there's halftime, then there is the second half of the game. Now, the second half of the game, you can be behind or you can be ahead, but it's the final quarter that is actually going to let you know if you won or not. You know, final score. So where are you in your life at this point? What is it that hopefully you had goals that you planned and you set and you wrote a detailed plan on how to obtain them? So what is it that, or where is it, I should say, where are you, or what is it that you said you were going to do and that you did and you feel that you're on the road? Let's say that you're not on the path to where it is that you said you were going to go. I also want you to know that it's too late. It's not too late. It's not too late. Come on. Hey, Nicole. So, and the reason I say that is because I'm actually in Connecticut, which is New England. And we remember not this year, but last year, the Patriots, they actually came back and they did the daggone thing. Like, they didn't look like they were winning. They didn't look like they, were ahead. There was actually no way they thought, or we thought, for them to win. But it's always possible. So what is it that you have planned for your life that you want to do? What is it that you want to do? What are you going to do, even if you haven't started it yet? And I don't like to say resolutions. I love to say goals. What are your goals? What are you working towards? We should always be working towards something. What are you working towards? This is the second half. This is the seventh month. Right now, for me, it's halftime because I decided to take a break. I knew that this year I had to sit down for a moment. During my time of sitting down, my dad passed away. Literally knocked the breath out of me. I'm still dealing with it, not knowing what to do with these emotions, not knowing how to deal with him being gone. I'm taking it. I can't even say day by day. I got to say moment by moment by moment, because I find myself, I'm still boohoo crying. Hey, April. Hey, Tanika. Like it just happened. It literally knocked the wind out of me when my dad passed. And then it just seemed like everything was happening like a domino effect, like the snowball effect. Every single thing that could possibly happen to me was happening. And it was meant to take me out of the game. April, I think, well, no, maybe we both pretty. I mean, it was meant to take me out of the game. But I had a choice to make. I have a decision that I had to make. Am I going to lay down and go, hey, Marindy, because he's gone? My heart is aching. My heart is broken. I've never in my life felt such pain like this when Charles Mattaway left me. Never, ever, ever. Didn't know what to do with all of the different emotions that I had, that I was going through. But I also knew that I had to step back for a moment. Just step back. I called you, girl. You ain't called me back. I ain't called you right away, but I did call you. But you can call me again, Marindy. But yes, I had to step back. I'm still sitting still because I know that I am, hey guys, not 100% me. because I'm still mourning. Hey, thank you. But I'm in halftime. But I know that I cannot stay on the sidelines for too long. So as I pose this question to you all, I pose it to myself. Hey, Miranda, hey, Nika, hi, Alicia. What is it that you have for yourself? What are your goals? Are you attaining them? Are you on the road to obtaining them? Are you behind? What can you do to catch up? What can you do this year to win in the game that's called life for your life? What is it that you're going to do? The second half is the second half. This is the second month, the 7th month. Excuse me. Thank you, Marie. This is actually the 7th month. Like I said, for these next 2 weeks, I'm in halftime. I knew that I needed to get away. Today, I'm waiting on a friend here. I'm in Connecticut for lunch, or I guess a late lunch, but I'm at the beach. I need just me and God time. I need to know what is it, not only that I want to do, but what is it that he wants for me to do? Because that's the way that I'm going to be successful. That's the way that I'm going to be prosperous. Because my way may seem right, but it's not right. So I have to be able to hear him and the small, still voice that's within me, that's speaking, that's talking. As I said before that, it looked like the Patriots last year were going to lose the Super Bowl. They were way behind. So it's not too late for you. It's not too late. What you have to do is you have to find out what it is that you should be doing, or what it is that you want to do at this season in your life. Not just know what it is, but you have to write a detailed plan. A detailed plan. Thanks, Lisa, for sharing the video. And step by step, what is it that you want to do? I'm here, okay. I was down for a moment, but it's time for me to come back. It's time for me to bounce back. Does it mean that I'm still not going to mourn my dad? Yes, I am. I most certainly am. I don't know how long it'll take. I thought it was going to be quick, but it's not a quick thing. And I don't want it to be quick, because he wasn't quickly in and out of my life. He was in my life for 45 years, 46 years almost. It's not a quick thing. But I still have work to put in, and I have things to do while I'm here. I still have to make him proud and be who he called me to be, who he spoke, the things that he spoke over my life, who he told me that I was. Oh, you're my millionaire. You're my genius. You're my smart girl. I love you. I still have to make daddy proud, because even though he's not here in the flesh, his spirit man still lives. He still lives. So now it's time for me to get up. Is it hard? OMG. Yes. I'm fighting every day. As I told you guys earlier, I'm fighting every single moment, because there's days when I don't want to get out the bed. There are days when all I do is still cry. Cry, cry, cry. Because my daddy made me feel, yes, he was. April, my daddy made me feel like I was still a little girl, like I was still 5 years old at 47 years old. He still made me feel like his special little girl, like I was so special. And he instilled that into me so that I wouldn't just fall for anything. I wouldn't take mediocre. I would not settle, as my dad would always say, Sean, don't take no wooden nickels. I had no idea of what it meant. No, I know what you meant. But I had no idea what a wooden nickel was. Later on in life, I asked him, he said, look, now, LaShawn, you know you can't spend a wooden nickel. So it's the second half of the game. It's your life. It's your life. It's your life. What is it that you want to do? What have you been putting off? What have you been procrastinating and just not doing? Or I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. You need to do it now. Now is the time. Today is the day. This is your time. This is your moment. What are you waiting on? Maybe you don't know what you want to do. You just, I don't know what I should be doing, but you're going to have to find out because you need to put your head to the plow and begin working because there's purpose in you. There's destiny in you. You're still here. You want to, you want to die empty. You want to live full, but you want to die empty. You don't want to be on your deathbed and it's like, oh well, I wish I did this, or I wish I did that, or I don't have the money, because I hear that all the time. Or I don't have the money to do what it is that I want to do. Yes. So let's say you don't have the money. What can you do in the meantime? Because you feel like the vision or your goals are too big. Break them down into bite-sized pieces. Yes, Lisa, go back to school. Right now, I'm a full-time student. I promise you, when my dad passed, do you guys not know I was in like my busiest week of taxes? Nobody cared that my clients didn't care my dad passed. Oh, my condolences, but they still wanted to know their numbers. I was 1 week before finals, and at the time I had 4 classes, full time in school, running a business with my own clients. And then that happened. And I promise you, I planned the entire funeral by myself. Something I thought I'd never do, something I'd never done before in my life. And I keep myself busy. I keep myself busy. I don't give myself a lot of downtime because I realize that at my age, too much downtime, it doesn't work well. I'm already a very over analytical, very detailed person. So I'm always over analyzing situations and things that are happening. I don't need my mind to become idle. Now, was it difficult? You put all your money on it. It was. Because when I went to my professors and I'm like, they were like, baby, we can't give you time. We'll give you 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. And I was 1 week away from finals and I had work that was due, as well as I had finals coming up. Finals were coming up. And I had to, I apologize. People are calling me. Yes, you have to make your appointment. That's the first step. And I know it sounds simplistic or wow, but you need to write it down, Lisa, step by step by step. If you're going to school, the first thing you have to do is make the appointment. The second thing is, when do you want to go to school? What is it that you want to study? How quickly do you want to finish it? Is it a trade? Is it a degree? How quickly do you want to do it? Do you want to do it in an accelerated format? Or do you want to, do it in what works for you? What works for you? Me, I'm going to be honest with you all. I have a little ADD, so I need things to keep moving and moving quickly. Now, am I super duper stressed out by doing it? Yes. Yes, but it works well for me because I need to be able to see my progress and see it quickly. But everybody is not like me. I cannot expect you to do what I do. What I do works for me, so you have to do what works for you. Yes, I started January. I'm finished, I think the end of November. I'm completely finished. But that was all the time that I had left. But that's with me also going to school full time. So everybody can't do that while running a business, while having a 15-year-old, 25-year-old, with everything I was going through with him. I'm telling you, the enemy meant to take me out, but I'm still here. I'm still smiling. I'm still standing. I'm still here. You got to discern the times and know the seasons and know what works for you and what works well. Oh, hey, Aisha. You gotta know what works for you, guys. I'm sorry, my arm getting tired. I don't have no no tripod here while I'm at the beach here in Connecticut, but I needed the beach. Charlotte, our closest beach is what, 3 hours away? I went to the beach last week in Charleston, and I did see her. I saw my little sister at the beach when I was in Charleston last week, but I know that I needed to get away. I need 2 weeks. Now, I will tell you guys this. I still have schoolwork. I still have my work and the things that I'm working towards and working on. So for the last couple of days, I didn't do anything. I had a friend who was very, 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 very nice to me. Oh, he's wonderful. He drove me to the beach last week. He drove me here. Because I'm like, I can't drive. I'm about to get on the airplane. But that's a blessing. Sometimes we just gotta sit still. Just sit still, guys. Just sit still. Find out what it is that you're supposed to be doing. But as I said earlier, I'm not gonna prolong it, but it's the second half of the year. It's the second half of your Super Bowl. Are you gonna be defeated? Are you gonna win? And I want to say this to you. If you don't reach your goals by the end of the year, but you're working on your goals, you made it to the Super Bowl. That's huge. Out of all those teams in the NFL, only two can make it. So if you working on your goals, even though you didn't completely complete them, but you're really diligently working, you are definitely on the correct road. And there's nothing wrong with being the runner-up. And one thing that I want to say to you all is, we always been told, give it 100, give it 100, 100%, 100%, give it your all, give it your all. Baby, you're going to have to give it more than 100%. Because I know a lot of us here have been given 100%, and we've realized that still ain't enough, or I don't feel like I'm making progress. Because you need to give it like 100,000, at least 10,000%. Give it your all. No, give it more than your all. There's more in you. There's more in you, even more than you even thought was in you. It's in you. You got to dig deep within. And one of the things that I want to tell you all, because people are, how do you do this? How do you use it? I won't say 100%, but I'm disciplined. I'm disciplined. There are a lot of events and things that I don't get to go to. I don't get to do. I don't get to just watch TV and chill with my friends because I see the end result. That's what gets me to my goals. That's the thing that moves me, is I am disciplined at certain times. I know when it is that I can have play time. I know when it is that I have to work. I know when it is that maybe I know I'm not going to go to sleep tonight, or I need to give more to this. I need to give more to that. No, I'm not Superwoman. Trust you me. But I want you guys to know, because everybody kept saying to me when my dad passed away, like, you are so strong. You are so strong. I resented hearing that. I'm going to be honest with you all. I resented that. Because I want you all to know, just as equally strong as I am, there is no middle with me. So I'm equally just that weak. There's no middle. There's no middle. People are balanced. There's no balance. Not when you doing really what you're supposed to be doing. There's no such thing as balance. Now, what's balanced for me may not be balanced for you. There is no balance. Don't look at the scale and say that, oh, it got to be evened out. There's no balance. Oh, hey, Nicole, I'm so happy to hear that. Maybe we can see each other before I leave. Hey, Ian. Yes, there is no balance. Let me get back to, there is no balance. Oh, I got to balance my life or get it together. You probably won't ever get it together, but you have to get a system in place that's going to work for you. What works for me may never work for you. I do way more than your average person. I've had assistants that have literally had me like, what? I do that in 3 hours, what you take 2 days to do. So what works for you may not work for me. What works for me may not work for you. Balance is what works well for you. Find a system. It's going to take a little adjusting. You have to have a schedule. I write everything down. Right now, I'm telling you, I'm going to meet my friend, right? Let me tell you guys what I keep with me, which may sound crazy. A clipboard. Uh-oh, I dropped a piece of paper. But I keep a clipboard. If I don't have a clipboard with me, I always have I think she's here, guys. I dropped my paper. I always have a pen and a pad or something to write on. Always. I'm aging, so I don't remember everything. Oh, Lord, I'm not going to touch it because my phone's going to go off. But I guess she's here now for us to do lunch. But I just wanted to say to you all, it's the second half. I don't know if you're at halftime. You can't stay there. I apologize. You can't stay in the halftime. I'm here for like 2 weeks. But I'm still working. I could take all the way off, but that's just not going to work for me, especially not with my dad being gone. But you have to find what works for you. I don't care if you don't start off like me, because I'm different. Let's just say that. I'm different. Let's say you get 30 minutes a day to commit to something that it is that you really, really, really want to do. 30 minutes a day. That's all you need, 30 minutes a day. And then you build up from there. My number is still the same, Nicole. Yes. Build up from there. But she's over there. We're at the seafood restaurant, Jimmy's in West Haven. I know she's over there because she keeps calling me. I am going to meet her for this late lunch. One of my friends here in Connecticut. So I guess I showed you guys the beach. The beach is so pretty. I love the beach. I love the beach. This is the West Haven beach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say toodles until then. If you think somebody needs to hear, I'm here. Zinnia, if you think somebody needs to hear this video, share the video. Check out all my social sites. My website, livinglifewithlala.com. I think it's livinglifewithlala.com. I'm sorry. Right now, this year I told you all, I just really, literally took a break. I had to sit still for a moment. You have to discern the times and the seasons of your life and know what it is and when it is that you should be doing it. You all have a super duper prosperous and productive day. And remember that success is an attitude. So get yours right. Toodles.